back to Martin with 3, across the sideline with 2, to the basket, lefty left, good, and they call a foul! They call a foul! The clock is at 0, blocked by Shoeboy, rebound grab by Austin. Lobs to Greg, turns, fires, 3, got it! He hit the 3!
Smith into the forecourt, down to 1 second. Smith puts it up with the buzzer, and busts it!
Dominic to Greenberg, 3 ball, up, and in.
Branos with it, out to Getty, 1 second, he with the buzzer, no good, free throw wins the district championship.
Here's Chess looking, cross court Urbana, she's open, 3 ball, up, got it! It goes in, and the Hickory ladies have come back from the dead.
Our 2024-25 high school sports broadcasts are brought to you by the Reinhardt's Agency, Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Shell Restoration, Warner's Homes and Improvements, St. Paul's in Greenville, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. UPMC is Mercer and Lawrence County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care to get you on your feet faster. Attorney Bill Motor, Mercer County State Bank, Mancino's Driving School, Herman's Water, Vay's Pub and Grill, Hermitage Rotary Club. If you're struggling with prescription opioids, there is hope. Mailer Insurance, trusted for generations. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail, DK Auto LLC in Grove City, and the Cash Dollar team at Confluence Financial Partners, honoring our past, expanding our future. Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts all season on News Talk 790 WPIC on Sports Radio 96.7. Now it's time to go to the court with our countdown to tip-off show with our game announcers,
Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch.
And we are live tonight here at PennWest Edinboro, McComb Fieldhouse, District 10 Class 4A boys basketball quarterfinals. Tonight, game number 1, the Farrell Steelers take on Cathedral Prep. The nightcap, Grove City and Harbor Creek. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs here with you tonight, topside at McComb Fieldhouse. Joined, as usual, by Chris Burtch. We have Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game tonight on Sports Radio 96.7. And, Chris, obviously a big doubleheader. The Farrell Steelers, they've been playing very well. Cathedral Prep, the top seed. Ramblers, they are on a roll as well. That's game 1, game 2, Grove City, and then Harbor Creek. Harbor Creek pulling an upset Tuesday night over Girard. Should be 2 very exciting and intriguing basketball games tonight here at PennWest Edinboro.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this first game, this Cathedral Prep Farrell game. I mean, you talk about 2 hot teams. I don't want to call them maybe the 2 hottest teams in District 10, and kind of slight anybody. But Cathedral Prep is, they lost to Erie High back on January 21st. Since then, they have just rolled, beating all of their opponents. By a significant margin. I think 15-16 against McDowell was their closest game. And then Farrell, of course, we all know about them. Coach Myron Lowe maybe doing his best coaching job, in his great tenure at Farrell. As they were a team back in December that we were just kind of thinking, well, they're rebuilding and they'll be good again next year. But then all of a sudden, starting about the same time, January 21st, all of a sudden they get on a roll and they come in here on a 5-game winning streak as well. So 2 really hot teams that are playing well, and as they say, something's got to give.
And we were there the night where it seemed like the season turned for Farrell.
Yes.
Steelers, they were at 4-9, playing Mercer at home, down in the third quarter. Farrell, a 38-14 run to close the quarter. Steelers got on a roll ever since. They've won 6 of 7 coming in. And, again, Cathedral Prep, the number 1 seed, they were kind of the preseason favorite, if you will,
right,
and certainly have done nothing to diminish that. The Ramblers are a really good team, but you have to think Cathedral Prep thinking, hey, here we are, the top seed, and we get this team in the quarterfinals.
How about that? Yeah, I mean, Farrell, obviously, because of the early season struggles, came in as the 9 seed. Which again, if you look at the body of work, that wasn't certainly outrageous, but right, they win that first round game, and yeah, here we go. Your reward for being the overall number 1 is to get Farrell the 9 seed. Again, just a team that has really found some confidence, found some things that work. So yeah, pretty amazing. But this Cathedral Prep team, certainly anybody that looks and sees that 14-8 overall record, of course, the teams that they have lost to, for the most part, California team, a Texas team, Our Lady of Mount Carmel from Maryland, Berks Catholic. I mean, big-time national teams. Really, their only losses locally have been to McDowell and Erie. Those are obviously really good 6A schools. This Cathedral Prep team certainly deserving of their number 1 seed.
Pre-game will continue after this. We'll visit with head coach Myron Lowe. We will endeavor to do that. Coach Burtch has been searching high and low for him in the bowels of McComb Fieldhouse. Looking for Coach Lowe. We'll look to track him down for a brief word. We'll also have the Minuteman Press and one-stop mail starting lineups. We will have more pre-game after this on your home for the District 10 playoffs, Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
My car does more than take me from here to there, and I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York, an equal opportunity insurer.
Craving a taste of the extraordinary? Discover Vay's Pub and Grill, where flavor meets fun in Hermitage. From our signature steaks to our mouth-watering burgers, every dish is crafted with care. Unwind with a drink from our extensive selection in a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere. Whether it's a night out with friends or a family gathering, Vay's is your go-to destination for unforgettable dining experiences. Check us out today at vayspubandgrill.com and taste the difference.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail in Hermitage. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail for all your printing, marketing, and mailing needs.
We are back here at Edinboro. Ryan Briggs with you along with Chris Burtch. Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game. Don't forget, as always, after both of our games tonight, we will have the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. Game 1 tonight, Farrell and Cathedral Prep. Farrell 10-10 overall, but having won 6 of its last 7. And the other night, the Steelers opening up District 10 play, a first-round victory over Fort LaBeouf, the number 8 seed at Meadville, 67-61 the final. A big fourth quarter for the Steelers, outscoring LaBeouf 28-21 to pull out the win. Steelers were down 5 at halftime, 25-20, but rallied for the win as it was 4 men in double figures for the Steelers. Jules Johnson leading the way with 18, Trey Cousin 18, Julius Phillips with 10, and Nemo Jones with 10 as Farrell gets the win and advancing to the quarterfinals tonight. For Cathedral Prep, this is the playoff opener. The Ramblers, they received a bye as the top seed, a first-round bye starting out in the quarterfinals. Last time out, regular season finale a week ago, Prep defeated Erie 66-53, and that gave Cathedral Prep a share of the Region 7 title with McDowell. Both teams went 4-2 in league play. Cathedral Prep comes in having won 5 straight, and in that win, like Farrell in its playoff win, Cathedral Prep putting 4 men in double figures. Max Wallace with 16, Nando Merarkey with 16, and then 11 each for Cormac Tunnell and Michael Thompson. This Cathedral Prep team, a very balanced squad. Merarkey leading the team 14 points a game. Thompson at 12.5, but then Amari Horton off the bench at 9, a couple other guys at 8, and then Spencer Canny off the bench at 6.5. This Cathedral Prep team under second-year head coach Jeremy Lynch, a balanced and explosive team. Same can be said for Farrell. Steelers with 3 men averaging double figures. How about Jules Johnson, what he's done down the stretch? Of course, scored 38 in the regular season finale, a win at Slippery Rock that more or less put Farrell into the playoffs. If Farrell loses that one, does Farrell get in? We don't know. But the Steelers are in, and Johnson now averaging 17 a game. Trey Cousin, what a year for the sophomore, 43 threes this year. He's averaging 12.5 per game, and then Julius Phillips doing the hard work inside, averaging about 12 points per game. And again, the Farrell squad, Malcolm Norman off the bench, adding 7. Nemo Jones, certainly very capable. He was in double figures in the first-round win Tuesday night over Fort LaBeouf. And Chris, obviously, we talk about the balanced scoring for both teams, and kind of have to wonder, is somebody's star, if you will, certainly for Cathedral Prep with Nando Merarkey at 14 a game, Michael Thompson 12.5. There's no lack of star power for the guys in orange and black. And by the same token, Farrell, a lot of punch in its gloves as well, too.
Yeah, and again, I think one of the things that maybe both of these teams have in common is, you kind of scan them over. They've both had, different stars on different nights. Obviously you could look at the overall, season statistics and say, well, yeah, here's the star is Thompson, the star is Merarkey, the star is Johnson, but at the same time, there's been a lot of nights where somebody else has stepped up and, really been the guy on a particular night.
Cathedral Prep 14-8, the number 1 seed. Farrell, the number 9 seed at 10-10. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We will visit with head coach Myron Lowe. Don't forget, we also have the Minuteman Press and one-stop mail starting lineups. Pregame continues from PennWest Edinboro on Sports Radio 96.7.
Quench your thirst with Herman's Water. Sign up now for our unparalleled water delivery service and enjoy free delivery straight to your doorstep. Whether you need water for your home or office, Herman's delivers premium quality water that's crisp, refreshing, and pure. Make the smart choice today. Experience convenience and hydration like never before. Visit our website at hermanswater.com/free delivery to get started and never worry about running out of water again.
Stay warm this winter with a checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account, which offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and bank anytime, anywhere on your favorite device. Download the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union mobile app, which offers you 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Imagine a bathroom that's not just a room, but a sanctuary. At Warner's Homes and Improvements, they believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail in Hermitage. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail for all your printing, marketing, and mailing needs.
We're back on Sports Radio 96.7, and I'm joined by Farrell head coach Myron Lowe. And Coach, obviously, I've seen you one time since that game, but first time I saw you this year, January 21st, playing Mercer, you're 4-9, and you said, we got to win them all to make the playoffs, and you just about did. Pretty amazing turnaround. What do you attribute that turnaround to mostly?
I think, like I always told you guys early in the year, we were younger, so I knew it was going to take a little time to get where we needed to be. And, towards the end of the year, we just started playing and started clicking.
Right. Jules Johnson, he's been good all year, but he's been darn near unstoppable here the last part of the season.
I mean, he's a tough kid, he's just been playing the way that I want to say should have been playing, but he's just a tough kid. He's gonna give it all. He's gonna get 110% on both sides of the ball, and he's been playing tough.
Speaking of tough, this Erie Cathedral Prep team, obviously worthy of that number 1 seed. They got most of their losses were to like nationally ranked teams in Texas and California. When you look at this Cathedral Prep team, what are some of the things you were preparing for?
They play well together. They take care of the ball. They shoot the ball pretty well. You know what I mean. So like I told my guys, we just got to make sure that we stay solid today defensively. Don't give up nothing easy, and just do the little things.
Right. Coach, it's been a lot of fun. I have a great kind of idea of what a great coaching job is, and you have certainly done that this year with this bunch. Congrats on all that, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate
that. Thanks a lot. All right, get him, Myron. Thanks.
And that was my partner, Chris Burtch, down on the floor with Myron Lowe as the Steelers get ready to take on Erie Cathedral Prep. Of course, as we look at the District 10 playoff scoreboard tonight, a lot of action ongoing. Of course, quarterfinals, that means there's 4 games in 4A ongoing. The other 6 o'clock game in 4A is on News Talk 790 WPIC as Sharon, the number 3 seed, takes on number 11 Oil City. The 7:30 games, of course, our nightcap here, number 5 Grove City against number 13 Harbor Creek. And the nightcap at Farrell, number 2 Hickory takes on number 10 Slippery Rock. Last year, those teams played in the quarterfinals. Slippery Rock had won the 2 regular season meetings. Hickory won in the playoffs. This year, Hickory swept the Rock. Rockets look to turn the tables. Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg have the call on both of those games. The 2A schedule tonight, the 6 o'clock games at Meadville, number 1 Rocky Grove against number 8 Sharpsville. And at the Hagerty Center in Erie, number 4 Sagertown takes on number 5 Eisenhower. The 7:30 games at Meadville, it's number 3 Lakeview, number 6 Cochranton. And the nightcap at the Hagerty Center, number 2 Mercyhurst takes on number 7 Greenville. In 2A, of course, it's win or go home. But in 4A, with the 5 teams making it out of District 10 into the state tournament, because there are so many 4A teams, as Chris Burtch joins us now, certainly a different feel for the quarterfinals where it is not win or go home, because the 4 losing teams from tonight will go into, essentially like in wrestling, the wrestlebacks.
Yeah.
They'll play off for 5th next week, Tuesday, and then Friday. So the losing teams, let's say this way. Our winners tonight will face each other Tuesday. The 2 losing teams will also play each other Tuesday.
How about that?
And then on the bottom half the same way. And then the Tuesday winners in the consolation bracket will play Friday for a berth in the state champion or the state tournament. And whoever wins tonight is guaranteed to be in the state playoffs because they'll be in the top 4.
I've always been in favor of, playing more games. Obviously there is a much, kind of a valid debate about, how many teams get in the playoffs. And some people want to go back to, only champions get into the playoffs. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I do like this idea of, so you get the teams that are in, regardless of debate there, the teams that are in, and then instead of like seeding them by how, the team that they lost to, how they do, all of that kind of stuff, we just play it off. And the 4 losers tonight, the 4 teams that lose in the quarterfinals tonight will essentially have a tournament, and their champion gets to play in the big tournament in the state playoffs. And, that's going to be a lot of fun. So, the teams that lose tonight, hey, we got a lot to play for, guys. How many times have we seen a story where a team, gets into the state tournament in that kind of a way and then goes on a run and wins 2 or 3 state tournament games? So, still a lot to play for everybody that's made it this far. And,
of course, the 2A and 4A brackets were expanded this year, but part and parcel with that is because of the way things shook out. Enrollments, etc. There's so few 1A, 3A, and 5A teams. Everybody they congregated off of the odds onto the evens.
Right.
So the overall number of teams is pretty much the same. It's just that you have in one case you have a 12-team bracket and then a 5-team in the other, as opposed to 8 and 8.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's a great way to look at it. I never thought of that. But so it's the same number of teams. And I mean these 2A and 4A tournaments are a whole lot of fun. And the 1, 3, and 5s, like you said, pretty small, but we obviously we still have the Mercer Mustangs alive in that 3A, so that'll be a lot of fun.
And they'll play Tuesday night in the 3A title game against Iroquois. And then the winner of that plays the District 9 champion, a sub-regional, next Friday night. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail starting lineups. Cathedral Prep and Farrell. 4A quarterfinals here on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press?
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Since 1925, the Shenango Valley has relied on one name for all their insurance needs, Mailer Insurance. Through generations of trust, Mailer Insurance protected families, homes, and businesses, providing security in uncertain times. From auto and home to life and business, Mailer Insurance got you covered. Call Mailer Insurance today at 724-962-5757 for a free consultation, or visit them at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, trusted for generations. A Reinhardt's Agency Inc. affiliate.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail in Hermitage. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail for all your printing, marketing, and mailing needs.
We are back here at PennWest Edinboro. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. Art Shannon in the studio producing our game. It is time now for tonight's starting lineups. And the starting lineups, as always, are brought to you by Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail of Hermitage. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail of Hermitage for all your printing, marketing, mailing, and T-shirt needs. Give them a follow on Facebook. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail of Hermitage. First for the home team tonight, the Cathedral Prep Ramblers. They are the #1 overall seed. Head coach Jeremy Lynch in his second year will line them up this way. The guards are Amari Horton, 6'1" sophomore. Horton comes in averaging 9 points per game. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Nando Merarki. Merarki, a 6-foot junior. He's averaging 14 points per game. I'll take it. The third guard, or excuse me, up front I should say, Cormac Tennell, 6'5" junior. Tennell averaging 8 per game. Michael Thompson, 6'5" junior, averaging 12.5 per game. And in the middle, it's Max Wallace, 6'6" senior, averaging 7.7 points per night. Horton and Merarki at the guard spots, Tennell, Wallace, and Thompson up front. The Farrell starters they've not posted them on the scoreboard yet here at Edinboro, but we will take the educated guess in that the guards are Nemo Jones, 5'9" junior, averaging 5.5 points per game, and Trey Cousin, 5'11" sophomore, averaging 12.5 per game. Third guard is Jules Johnson, 5'11" junior, averaging 17 points per night. Up front, Dorian Kane, 5'10" sophomore, averaging 2.5 per game, and Julius Phillips, 6'2" senior, averaging 12 points per night. Once again, it would be, we project Phillips, Jones, Cousin, Johnson, and Kane for the Farrell Steelers. They are the road team tonight, the #9 seed overall. Your officials tonight are Ron Leeds, Vincent Falcone, and Tyler Nolan. We will take our final pregame break. When we come back, we will have the opening tip. The District 10 Class 4A quarterfinals, game #1, Cathedral Prep and Farrell. The tip-off comes up next on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
I just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Stay warm this winter with a checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account, which offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and bank anytime, anywhere on your favorite device. Download the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union mobile app, which offers you 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Vay's Pub and Grill awards the January 2025 Mercer County Team of the Month. Vay's is proud to announce that the Hickory Competitive Cheer Team is the January Mercer County Team of the Month. Congratulations to Hickory coach Nicole Cox and her state runner-up girls cheer team, as they are the January Vay's Pub and Grill Mercer County Team of the Month. Congratulations to Hickory Competitive Cheer, the January Vay's Team of the Month. For more information, go to Vay'sPubandGrill.com.
Unlock your business potential with Hermitage Minuteman Press. From eye-catching designs to professional printing, Hermitage Minuteman Press are your local experts. Boost your brand with stunning business cards, brochures, banners, apparel, and more. The Hermitage Minuteman Press team ensures top-quality results with lightning-fast turnaround. Plus, their marketing solutions will take you to the next level. Elevate your image and stand out from the competition. Experience excellence in printing and marketing at Minuteman Press today. Minuteman Press, 3170 East State Street in Hermitage. Online at hermitage.minutemanpress.com or follow them on Facebook. Mention this ad and receive 10% off your first order.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
We are back here at Edinboro, McComb Fieldhouse. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you, and they are introducing the Farrell players. They introduced the first starter, Nemo Jones. Or I'm not sure what one of the prep guys came out too, so everybody's a little bit out of sorts here. Farrell is in the Navy jerseys with white numbers and letters outlined in gold, white and gold trim. Cathedral Prep in the home whites, orange numbers and letters, orange and black trim for the Ramblers. Chris, a key or two for each team?
I mean, I think it's fairly obvious that Farrell is just going to have to play good enough defense, that they could kind of slow them down, make things difficult for them, and then they're going to have to score. I mean, this isn't one of those teams where you can just kind of lock them down and win 36-30, 34. I mean, this is going to be, a big-time scoring game. Farrell has to play good enough defense, and they have to score.
The Minuteman Press and one-stop mail starting lineups, we gave them to you in our last segment, but quickly recapping them, and indeed Farrell went with the 5 that we expected. Julius Phillips, Nemo Jones, Trey Cousin, Jules Johnson, and Dorian Kane. And for Cathedral Prep, Amari Horton and Nando Merarki are the guards, with Michael Thompson and Cormac Tennell up front, along with Max Wallace in the middle. Crowd still filing in here at McComb Fieldhouse for this quarterfinal game. Winner takes on the winner of our second game tonight, Grove City or Harbor Creek. That'll be Tuesday night. The losing teams, because of the 5 teams advancing out of District 10 into the state tournament, both teams will the losing teams will, of course, play as well. So it is not win or go home, but you win tonight, you're in the state tournament. You lose, and it's a tough road. But
Right.
We'll see how it shakes out. Farrell going right to left in the first half. Veteran referee Ron Leeds will put the ball in the air. And the District 10 quarterfinals are underway. Max Wallace jumping center against Julius Phillips. Tip knocked back to the right, and it goes out of bounds off of Farrell, and it will be Cathedral Prep balls that went off the leg of Jules Johnson. So Prep will have the initial possession of the night. And
Just an awkward-looking jump there, right? You don't usually see that on a jump, but yeah, didn't really tip it to anybody.
Nando Merarkey on the near wing. Farrell the man-to-man, right of the lane. Jumper on the way from Michael Thompson, no good. And the rebound yanked down by Julius Phillips. So Farrell gets a start to begin, or a stop to begin tonight's game.
Yeah, nice little hedge there on D. Nice rebound.
Into the lane, Johnson far block, puts it in for Kane. Blocked out of there by Wallace, but the rebound ends up in the midst of Nemo Jones, and Farrell will try it again. Just underway here at PennWest Edinboro. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you. Johnson trapped on the right wing. They work at the cousin now left side for Nemo Jones. Between the circles with it, Jones stumbled but kept the dribble going. Merarkey all over him. Merarkey draped on him, gets it off to Johnson, and Farrell will reset the offense. Johnson into the lane, ball knocked away. Merarkey had it, lost it, grabbed by Nemo Jones, left of the lane for Phillips. In on Wallace, across the lane. They work at right corner. Cousin, three, good. A long possession, and Trey Cousin caps it with a long three. His 44th of the season, and Farrell has the early lead.
Yeah, what a great possession. About a 45-second possession, and ends with a Cousin three.
Merarkey will bring it ahead, guarded by Nemo Jones. Top of the key, Wallace with it. Hands it off to Merarkey. Fadeaway three up top, good for Nando Merarkey. He answers with a three of his own, his 31st of the season.
Boy, that's a great play to get your point guard a three. Coming kind of a wrap around off of a ball screen.
Prep has 5 guys with 30 or more three-pointers this year.
That's unbelievable.
Left side with it, Jules Johnson drives in, right-hand shot blocked by Wallace. Rebound underneath, Phillips fighting, Phillips in trouble, and they'll get him for the travel as he had an extra step in there, and Farrell turns it over. 6:17 to go, first quarter, tied at 3.
Yeah, really good help defense that time by Prep. Just nowhere to go.
Merarkey finds Thompson between the circles, left side for Amari Horton. First time we've called Horton's name tonight, working against Trey Cousin. Back to Merarkey on the left wing. Merarkey's had a couple double-doubles this year with assists and a foul down low. The entry went into Wallace, and he's fouled. Looks like they're going to get Dorian Kane.
Kane, yeah.
So Kane, who's giving up about 8 inches, picks up the first foul tonight.
Yeah, you got to let him battle a little bit in there. That's what Myra Lowe is saying.
Inbound coming on the baseline. Thompson will throw a rainbow out to Wallace. He'll give it off to Merarkey between the circles. Merarkey pick and roll inside. Wallace into the lane, and he'll be called for the charge as he crashed into the defender. Jules Johnson took it. Foul goes on Wallace.
Yeah, easy call, right? Johnson right there to, with the feet set, took the charge. Great job by Jules Johnson making a play on defense to start the game.
Tied at 3, 5:48 to go in the first quarter. Over the timeline with it is Johnson. Johnson into the lane, and he's going to land on the baseline. Got caught in the air, came down. Either way, it was a travel or out of bounds, but good defense from Prep.
Yeah, they're just too solid, too sound defensively to try to go the whole way on that dribble drive.
Merarkey into the front court. Merarkey into the lane, leaves it for Wallace on the block, puts it up. No good, a lot of contact. Rebound grabbed by Nemo Jones. So perhaps that one offset the Kane foul.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Jules Johnson, top of the key, right wing. Gets it out to Jones between the circles. 5:17 to go in the first. Each team with a three-pointer on the board. Jones, right sideline to Johnson, and an illegal screen is going to be called as Kane stuck out the leg at the right elbow. Yeah. That'll be Dorian Kane's second foul of the night.
Here's what that is, Ryan. They are so sound defensively as far as being in the right spot, being in that good help side position, that you can't get to the spot you need to get to set the screen.
And one thing that has become quickly apparent, Chris, is they are not posting fouls on the board.
Oh, boy. Okay.
They have the capability.
Yeah.
But are electing to not do so. Omario Boatwright will check in for Farrell, 5'8" sophomore. We are high atop McComb Fieldhouse here at PennWest Edinboro. Great vantage point. We just have to be extra sharp looking for the officials' hand signals. Merarkey step back, right wing three on the way. Good again. Nando Merarkey, a pair of threes, and it's 6-3 Ramblers.
Wow, just a little inside-out step back, about 3 feet behind the three-point line. That's a big-time shot.
Into the forecourt, Nemo Jones finds Johnson. Johnson working against Horton. Right wing to Cousin, Trey Cousin, three on the way. It is long. Weak sideboard, grabbed by Merarkey. And here comes Prep. Outlet down court, caught by Thompson, left wing. Thompson into the lane, slips out of his hands, goes through the legs of Phillips. Phillips gets on it, trying to find a teammate. It's knocked away, grabbed by Horton back near corner. Thompson, three, no good. Rebound grabbed inside by Tennell. Tennell to Wallace, and he's fouled inside, and we're going to have our first free throws of the night with 4:22 to go first quarter. Foul will go on Nemo Jones, his first and the team's third.
Yeah, a little bit of good hands down low there by Jones, but saying a little bit too much arm. He definitely got some basketball too, but got a lot of arm.
So it sends Max Wallace to the line to shoot two. Wallace, 46% free throw shooter on the season, but he hits the first one. That'll move him up to 48%, 12 of 25. And it's 7-3 Prep. Second one, line drive is off the mark, and Julius Phillips clears the glass for Farrell. 4:14 to go first quarter. Prep on top of Farrell, 7-3 here at Edinboro. Johnson right side, the right wing now for Julius Phillips, guarded loosely by Wallace. Top of the key to Cousin. Cousin spins, lost, got it back, handed off to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Amari Horton in the forecourt. Johnson lost his balance, lost the ball, then able to tip it over to Nemo Jones. Three left wing good for Nemo Jones, his 19th three of the year. Nice hustle to keep the play going. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Farrell, a full timeout after the Nemo Jones three cuts it to 7-6. 3:49 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-6 Cathedral Prep. We'll be back with more after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
The Cash Dollar team at Confluence Financial Partners, honoring our past, expanding our future. Two firms coming together to serve clients in Grove City, Western PA, and beyond. Confluence Financial Partners is a wealth management firm on a mission to help clients maximize their lives and legacies. Visit us at confluencefp.com. Confluence Wealth Services, Inc., DBA Confluence Financial Partners is an SEC registered investment advisor. Registration of an investment advisor does not imply any level of skill or training. Please refer to our Form ADV Part 2A and Form CRS for further information regarding our investment services and their corresponding risks at confluencefp.com.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
Timeout taken by Farrell at 3:49 of the first quarter. 7-6 Cathedral Prep on top. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. What have you seen so far, Chris?
Cathedral Prep's just on-ball defense. You just can't get any dribble drive penetration going, and Farrell obviously really relies on that. Hey, Farrell's hanging in there. 2 threes to start the game on kind of defensive breakdowns. Farrell's working hard and hustling 7-6 in a game that sort of, I think, by the eye test has kind of been dominated by Cathedral Prep.
Merarkey will bring it ahead, moving from left to right. Merarkey into the lane, up with the right hand, and good. He has all 3 field goals tonight. Nando Merarkey with 8, 9-6 Cathedral Prep.
He's a really point guard extraordinaire.
Scored 32 against Archbishop Wood in the Holiday Classic Cathedral Prep had back in mid-January. Now steals. He jumps the passing lane left wing. Merarkey behind the back dribble into the lane up on the right hand. No good. The tip by Wallace. No. Wallace, a third try. Slipped out of his hands. Scramble for it. Ball loose. And dug out by Farrell. Jules Johnson with it. And the Steelers catch a little bit of a break there.
Yeah, they're working hard. Yeah, they really are.
And a foul will be called up top on Horton. Amari Horton with the foul, his first, team second, with 3:05 to go first quarter.
You know, there's fouls that are called, on the dribble drive that are just sort of like almost automatic calls. But the problem is with Prep, they're so good at beating you to the spot. Just moving their feet and beating you to the spot. That it's really been tough for Farrell to get those calls. That one was a good call and a good move, but they're just that good defensively.
Johnson will bring it over the timeline. Farrell going right to left in the Navy jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in gold. The F-Town jerseys tonight for Farrell.
Love it.
Hope it's grade A for F-Town tonight, however. Good start for the Steelers. Down 3, but they have the basketball.
Yep.
Near corner, Cousin with it. Cousin around a screen to the right from Julius Phillips. Cousin on the near wing. Zips it up top now for Nemo Jones. Jones working on Merarkey. Near left side back to Phillips with 2:28 to go in the quarter.
They're face guarding Johnson.
Johnson gets it back, guarded by Horton, who picked up a foul moments ago.
Yeah, but he's really working hard to deny Johnson the ball everywhere.
Johnson steps through a double team. Johnson into the lane up the right hand, and it's swatted out of bounds by Wallace. And then Wallace kind of gives him the eyes. He looks over top at him, but you block a shot like that, you can probably stare down a guy.
Yeah, he blocked it with his armpit practically, right? I mean, it was, yeah, Prep's defense is, you don't often see defenses this good.
Cormac Tennell checks out for Cathedral Prep. Sebastian Wofford, 5'10 sophomore, and Cousin, right wing 3, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Thompson, outlet down court to Wallace. In on Cousin, Wallace up with the right hand and good. Max Wallace, first field goal of the night. He and Merarkey have all 11 points.
Yeah, big man running the floor. Great pass to him. Turn the hips and score. We're still kind of moving full speed.
Johnson with it on the near wing. Now guarded by Wofford. Here comes the double team. Finds Cousin. Swatted away. The steal by Horton. Horton leaves it for the trailer. Wofford spins into the paint. Lefty layup off the backboard. No good. Wallace in for the rebound. Able to save it. Throws it up top. It threw it to Julius Phillips of Farrell. Back the other way. Phillips into the lane up on the right hand, and he's going to be called for the charge. As getting back defensively, Michael Thompson to draw the charge. It's Phillips first, team fourth.
Yeah, Farrell working so hard on defense. But again, what you can see, you can kind of just feel the frustration that, the things that usually work against most teams' defenses, just not quite as easy against this Prep team.
11-6 Ramblers, 1:22 to go, first quarter. Wofford in the E logo here at PennWest Edinboro, right of the lane to the block. Swings it left side for Thompson. Fires a bullet left corner. Merarkey drives the baseline up with the right hand and good. Nando Merarkey, 10 in the first quarter. And it's a 6-0 run for Cathedral Prep.
Yeah, Merarkey just violently changes directions right upon catching the ball.
Back the other way into the lane, and Johnson fouled, a blocking foul, as he spills to the deck underneath the hoop with a minute to go. Foul goes on Wofford, his first, team third.
Yeah, I wondered if they were maybe going to get the defensive ace Horton, but they didn't.
Farrell will inbound on the baseline with 1 minute to go first quarter, trailing 13-6. Johnson looking. Lob to Phillips, far block, in on Horton. Phillips up with the right hand and good. Julius Phillips muscles it up and in. First two-pointer of the night for Farrell. Cuts it back to 13-8.
Yeah, working hard in there. Great little out-of-bounds play. Great finish by Phillips.
Speaking of finish, Michael Thompson drives right of the lane, puts it off the window and good. Thompson's first points of the night. The lead back to 7, 15-8.
Yeah, looking like Michael Thompson from the Denver Nuggets in the 80s there.
Into the lane, or David Thompson?
David Thompson, yeah.
Michael Thompson played for the Lakers.
That's right, yeah.
Either way, it was a nice move. Farrell makes a nice move inside, and a foul will be called.
Yes.
And the foul's going to go, I believe, on Wofford. Yeah. So Wofford's team second. 2 free throws coming for Jules Johnson.
Johnson, if you kind of wanted to know sort of his, I guess his acumen, Prep is working so hard to deny him the ball. And not only is he getting the ball, he's been able to get to the basket a couple of times.
First one good for Jules Johnson. First point of the night for him. 61% at the line this year. He is attempting his 187th free throw of the season upcoming.
Wow.
Now 113 of 186.
All right. Think about the doubleheader we were doing Wednesday. There were a lot of starters on those two teams that had been there like 30 shots all year, right? Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a good week for Jules. Second free throw up, and it follows the first. His first points of the night. And the lead cut back to 15-10. Half minute to go first quarter here at McComb Fieldhouse. District 10 4A quarterfinals. Later tonight it's Grove City and Harbor Creek. Right wing with it is Spencer Canny, who checked in. Canny, 5'9", senior sharpshooter, team leading 36 threes this year. Back to Merarkey with 14 seconds to go in the quarter. Merarkey left wing. Merarkey working on Johnson, stumbled, ends up on his rear, ball loose, scramble, pops out of there. Grabbed by Thompson, pull up 16-footer short. Rebound Thompson will try it again, and he's fouled with 0.7 of a second to go in the quarter, and Michael Thompson will shoot 2. As Johnson whacked him. That's Jules Johnson's first, team 5th.
Yeah, Farrell working so hard just to Loose ball break there for Cathedral Prep. And it's a break, but Michael Thompson's really good at going and getting loose balls and then making something happen.
Wide to the right for Thompson. 76% free throw shooter on the season. First one is good. Third point of the night for the 6'5 junior.
Thompson comes in averaging 12.5 a game, but you get the impression just from watching this game that not a lot of his points come on assists. He goes and makes his own things happen.
Second one on the way, good again. 17-10. Inbound to Johnson, 70-footer on the way. It is short, and that is the end of the first quarter. Cathedral Prep on top of Farrell, 17-10. Chris and I will come back with quarter number 2 after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
XYZ Insurance, how can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
H-O-M-E, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end. Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Quench your thirst with Herman's Water. Sign up now for our unparalleled water delivery service and enjoy free delivery straight to your doorstep. Whether you need water for your home or office, Herman's delivers premium quality water that's crisp, refreshing, and pure. Make the smart choice today. Experience convenience and hydration like never before. Visit our website at hermanswater.com/free delivery to get started and never worry about running out of water again.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Cash Dollar team at Confluence Financial Partners. Two firms united to serve you. Visit us at confluencefp.com.
On to the second quarter. Cathedral Prep leads Farrell 17-10. I'm Ryan Briggs along with Chris Burtch. We have Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game. Farrell the ball to start the second quarter, moving right to left. Navy jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in gold. White and gold trim. Trey Cousin into the lane. Lefty layup off the glass, no good. Michael Thompson, the rebound for Cathedral Prep. Here come the Ramblers, moving left to right on the white jerseys, orange numbers and letters outlined in black. Merarkey spot up corner 3, no good. The follow by Horton, no, but he's fouled inside by Malcolm Norman, who checked in during the quarter break. And Cathedral Prep will shoot free throws 19 seconds into the second quarter. Malcolm Norman picks up the foul, his first, team first.
Yeah, Horton had his maybe his best game of the season against the Sharon Tigers, 19 the other day. But you could see, I mean, he's a guy, you know, and I don't want to overstate this, but he's a guy you could put him on a lot of teams, and he'd be the 28-point-a-game guy.
Right now he's a 1-point guy. Made the first free throw.
Yeah.
And that one off the mark, no good. It is 18-10 Cathedral Prep with 7:36 to go in the first half. Horton now 11 of 16 at the line on the season. So there's one of those guys that hasn't been to the line a lot this year.
Yeah.
Farrell moving right to left. Johnson near wing doubled. Moves it up top to Nemo Jones. Jones will hand it back to Johnson. And a foul will be called on Wofford. That's number 3 on Sebastian Wofford.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of credit, you know, goes to Jules Johnson for how hard he's working there to get open, and Prep's grabbing him.
They are announcing it as his second, so one of the fouls in the first quarter must have been on somebody else then. And again, they don't post the fouls here.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating.
Yes.
And for years, the sound system here was always incredibly loud, way too loud. Now it's barely audible.
Right.
Right of lane, Johnson with it. Runner, glass rim, no good. Rebound, loose in the lane, and Michael Thompson will collect it for Cathedral Prep. Outlet down court for streaking Merarkey from the wing. Puts it up. Nobody's fouled in. Nando Merarkey will go to the line for the first time tonight with 7 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, boy, as you can see, Prep has that, secondary break, made break, and sometimes they run to their spots even on missed shots. And you got to get back, and you have to get back with a purpose if you're playing against them, because they are flooding the lanes and looking down the floor.
Merarkey first one up and good. And it's now 19-10. Nando Merarkey with 11. 81% free throw tosser on the season. Second one no good, and it is Farrell with the rebound. Johnson outlet down court. Norman driving in. Norman, no, but a foul. Malcolm Norman spilled to the deck. He'll shoot 2 with 6:55 to go in the half.
Yeah.
Fouls on Spencer Canny, his first, team first, and Malcolm Norman to shoot 2. Norman on the season, 6 of 10 at the line, 60%.
Yeah, Norman had 20 against Slippery Rock, coming in averaging almost 7 a game. He's instant offense sometimes for this team, and that was a great drive to the basket against this great prep D.
First one is short, no good for Malcolm Norman. And it remains 19-10 with 6:55 to go in the first half. Second one on the way, and it is good for Norman. Malcolm Norman's first point of the night. Farrell's first point of the second quarter. 19-11 Cathedral Prep, 6:50 to go in the half. Merarkey gets it near side to Horton. They move it up top for Thompson. Michael Thompson, 3, and it was tipped. Julius Phillips saying, I didn't touch it, but don't argue because it probably could have been a foul.
That's what I thought, too.
It looked like he got quite a bit of the arm.
If he didn't hit the ball, he hit the elbow, right? Yeah, so.
Baseline inbound, left side, 3 from Canny, no good. Rebound yanked down by Joe Himes, who checked in. Reversal near block, put up and in by Amari Horton. Horton posting up inside. Horton's first field goal of the evening.
Yeah, great pass by Merarkey in there.
And timeout, Farrell. Head coach Myron Lowe will take his second timeout of the night with 6:28 to go in the first half. What's it going to be? Full timeout taken by Farrell. We'll take it as well. Cathedral Prep leads 21-11 on Sports Radio 96.7.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end. Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Cash Dollar team at Confluence Financial Partners. 2 firms united to serve you. Visit us at confluencefp.com.
Getting ready to resume action here at McComb Fieldhouse, PennWest Edinboro. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you. Chris, a couple of updates. The other 4A quarterfinal ongoing. Sharon leading Oil City 16-6, end of 1. That one's on 790 WPIC.
Yeah, and Rocky Grove up on Sharpsville 20-12, so the Devils are hanging in there against the 2A number 1 seed.
Talked with Sharpsville mentor Mike Williams a few weeks back, and he said Rocky Grove's for real.
yeah, they are.
And
we know that.
So, but Sharpsville hanging in there, and that game at Meadville. We're a little bit further up I-79 tonight in Edinboro. And now Cathedral Prep 1-2-2, Chris?
1-2-2.
With the rangy 6'5" Thompson up top.
I bet they trapped the corners hard.
Right corner Norman with it, and he stepped out of bounds. Yep. And without the pressure, and Candy was with about 5 feet from him, it goes back to Cathedral Prep on what can be classified as an unforced turnover.
Unforced turnover, but again, you know, it's almost never unforced when you're playing Cathedral Prep because you're just so worried about everything.
Thompson driving kick right wing to Canny. Canny across the lane left side. Horton 3 up good. Amari Horton hits the 3. He has 6 points in the quarter, and it's 24-11 Cathedral Prep and a steal at midcourt. Thompson comes up with it. Thompson out to Merarkey left corner. Canny corner 3 good. And we also have a foul. Is a foul away from the ball?
Yeah, underneath. Foul underneath. How about that? Cathedral Prep came with the all-out 100% blitz pressure after that first made 3. And Farrell just got it, inbounded it, and then just kind of threw it up for grabs.
It's Johnson's second. So again, so we're gonna have to maybe try and confirm the fouls at halftime. Tom Reisenweber's down there, but the baseline inbound into Thompson. He tips it up and in. A 5-point possession. Thompson was 6. And Cathedral Prep is on a 10-1 run. It's 29-11.
Yeah, they're coming with all-out pressure here now.
Phillips with it. Phillips down the lane for the trailer cousin. Layup up and good with the right hand. That time they beat the press.
Yeah, they sure did. Great job by Phillips there, leading the break.
Ball far corner. Merarkey lost the handle on it. Might have hit the tip of his shoe and went out, and Farrell gets it back. So 5:23 to go in the half. Long way to go, but Farrell needs to string together some possessions.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they had great job breaking the press last time, but this press is really good.
Inbound to Cousin. Cousin into the forecourt. Cousin left of the lane. Works it over to Malcolm Norman, left side. Norman, 3, good. And here comes Farrell. Steelers answering. Malcolm Norman with 4 in the quarter.
Yeah, a bunch of tough kids that can play a little bit. They're not going anywhere. Great answer by the Steelers.
Left side, the cutter down low. Canny in for Himes. Pumps, puts it up and in. Joe Himes, the all-region tight end and linebacker for the Cathedral Prep football team, scores his first points of the night.
Yeah, big-time ball fake.
Back the other way. Cousin left of the lane. Ball knocked away. Cousin retrieves it near corner. Swing it over to Norman on the right wing. Between the legs with the dribble. And out to Nemo Jones. 4:36 to go in the first half. Norman up top with it. Norman pulls up 3 on the way for Norman. Banks it home.
Okay.
Steelers won't complain. Norman was 7.
Yeah. You ask him, he's going to say he called it.
31-19, 4:19 to go in the half. So Farrell, an 8-2 run now. Canny kicks it right side. Horton 3 up, but he's fouled on the shot, and 3 free throws coming for Amari Horton. And Farrell several times has come close to fouling on the 3-point shots.
Yeah, that's Jones got him good across the arms late in the shot. So yeah, that one was a no doubter. And you just got to come out, with your clothes out and have your feet set so you're not running through the shooter.
Horton first free throw is good. He's 2 for 3 at the line tonight. He'll get 2 more. Second one rattles out, no good. Cathedral Prep will send Tennell back in along with Wofford. Thompson returns as Himes, Canny, and Merarkey out for the Ramblers at the 4:13 mark. Line to the right for Horton. Puts it up and long, no good. Rebound tipped around. Max Wallace with it. Swings it left side. Horton 3 on the way, good. Went 1 for 3 at the line and then hits a 3-pointer.
How about that?
A 4-point possession.
Jeez. Yeah, that's how Prep comes at you offensively.
10 for Horton, 35-19 Ramblers. 3:53 to go in the half. Cousin gives it up to Norman up top. Norman pivots. Knocked away by Wallace, but grabbed by Malcolm Norman. They go right corner. Trey Cousin, 3 up, and it rattles home for Cousin. Cousin with 8.
Yeah. I mean, Farrell is shooting really well to stay in this.
Back the other way, a 2-hand stuff for Michael Thompson in transition. Thompson with 8.
Yeah, you got to get back. I mean, you have to get back on defense. They're not only running the floor, they know where they're running.
Left wing, Jones open. His 3 is short. Rebound grabbed by Horton. Horton over the midcourt line. Horton into the lane and back out now. Up top to Thompson. Thompson 3 up and off the mark, no good. And a rebound underneath. They'll get Tennell with a push down low. Cormac Tennell with his first, team's second. Check that's the team's third.
Yeah, Tennell just kind of moving bodies around to get open there. You can see his coach telling him, that's a foul. Don't do it.
Thompson out. Merarkey back in. It's 37-22. Cathedral Prep on top. So we approach the 3-minute mark here at PennWest Edinboro. Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch with you tonight. Art Shannon in the studio producing our game. Top of the key with it, Malcolm Norman. Norman guarded by Tennell. Norman to the left block, up with the right hand, no good. Wallace the rebound, and Prep has numbers. Wofford into the forecourt, left side Merarkey. Catch and shoot 3 on the way, good. You knew it was good when it left his hand, Chris.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, he gets that hand through, great follow through. He's a big-time player.
Back the other way, Norman, runner left of the lane. It is short. Wallace with the rebound for Prep. 40-22 Ramblers, 2:35 to go in the half. Merarkey with 14 finds Wofford. Wofford into lane down low for Wallace. Wasn't ready for it. Tried to save it and then spills onto the deck. Underneath one of the so-called media down there getting in the way.
Yeah, under the Go Burrow. Yeah. First things one of the old basketball aficionados said to me as I walked in, this place needs a bit of a facelift. So I said, okay.
Well, he did paint the bleachers.
Yeah, they did do that.
They used to always be that dark brown color. Now they're silver and red, the colors here at PennWest Edinboro for the Fighting Scots. Near wing with it is Norman. Fires it near side for Bryson Chambers, who played briefly in the first quarter. He's back in. Jones working inside. tried to get it to a Mario Boatwright. Ball loose in the backcourt. We're going to have a jump ball, and Cathedral Prep has the arrow with 2:11 to go in the half.
Yeah, you think about this, Farrell down 18 with 2:11 to go here in the first half, and they're shooting the ball really well. I mean, that's it's just so difficult to try to stop this team on defense.
Wofford up top with it. Wofford to the three-point line. Lost it, but tracked down by Thompson back near the midcourt line. Thompson between the legs with the dribble for the cutting Horton from left to right across the lane. Righty layup is good for Amari Horton. Horton did not score in the first quarter, but he has heated up in the second. A dozen for Horton, 42-22.
Wow.
Cousin up top with it. Cousin guarded by Horton. Swings it to Norman on the near left wing. The 132 mark. Norman pulls up. Three long, no good. Rebound out to the foul line. Cousin with it. Cousin, no-look pass inside for Boatwright, and it's blocked out of bounds by Merarkey. Stays Farrell basketball.
Yeah. There's something that's just so, intimidating about the way Prep blocks shots. That's 4 of those. Just those disrespectful up-high swats.
They're like volleyball attacks,
yes,
volleyball kills.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that gets in your head. You wouldn't think it would, but you start wondering, where are they every time you go up to shoot a layup?
Referee Ron Leeds went over to the table. They had to adjust the clock. 1:24 to go in the half. And it's Farrell ball underneath. Lob on the near wing, grabbed by Norman, and out into the midcourt logo for Trey Cousin. Cousin, guarded by Himes. Now Chambers up top for Malcolm Norman. Norman 3 up and good for Malcolm Norman.
Wow.
Norman with 10 off the bench.
Yeah, he's playing great.
Malcolm Norman, as you mentioned, he had 20 against Slippery Rock the first time around. He's knocked down 10 and cuts the lead to 42-25. Under a minute to go first half. Horton left side, 3 good. Another answer for Cathedral Prep. Amari Horton's third 3 of the quarter. 15 for Horton. And it's 45-25.
How about that? 13 now for Norman off the bench.
Norman's fourth 3 of the quarter. Was glanced down for a minute. Farrell's letting it fly.
Yeah. Kicked it out ahead. Norman's like, fine, you're not going to guard me. Watch this.
Farrell has 9 field goals tonight, 7 threes.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if they weren't shooting this way.
There wouldn't be much drama in this one.
No.
Thompson with it back near midcourt. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. 45-28 Cathedral Prep. Merarkey up top for Tennell. Into the high post for Himes, and a foul is called, and it'll be free throws upcoming for Cathedral Prep. Farrell is over the limit.
Yeah.
Foul's on Mario Boatwright.
Yeah, Boatwright just kind of swatting down at Himes on his way through. He wasn't guarding Himes, but it was kind of supposed to be just a feint at the ball, but he ended up whacking him on top of the forehead.
Himes 6 of 8 at the line on the season. First one is up and in. Third point in the quarter for Himes.
Imagine having this guy as like your 7th or 8th man. Come on.
68 tackles and a couple of sacks at linebacker for a really good Cathedral Prep football team.
Yeah.
Second one no good. The rebound grabbed by Cousins. 7 seconds to go. Prep a foul to give, and the Ramblers will use it.
Yeah.
Thompson commits it up top. It's his first, team 4th. And hey, that's heads up right there.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
whether he's told to do it or he did it on his own. And now Farrell has to inbound far side with 4.7 seconds to go.
Right now, instead of going downhill now they're going to have to work to get it in, presumably going away from the hoop.
Inbound far side. Jones will get it to Boatwright between the circles. Hands it off to Cousin. Cousin off balance 3, no good. A rebound grabbed by Cathedral Prep's Michael Thompson at the end of the first half. And we've played 16 minutes here at PennWest Edinboro. The top seed, the Cathedral Prep Ramblers, lead Farrell 46-28. Chris and I will come back with a first half recap after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. and they still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also has burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli. Party rings, meat and cheese trays, and cold veggie trays are all available. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Closed Sundays and Mondays.
St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services is seeking compassionate individuals who love to help others and who will nurture meaningful relationships with the clients we care for. Parents with school-age children, college students, retirees, or anyone seeking a role that fits around their life will find this opportunity especially rewarding. Visit stpaul's1867.org/join our team to apply for a companion or care partner position with St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services. St. Paul's is an equal opportunity employer.
Imagine a bathroom that's not just a room, but a sanctuary. At Warner's Homes and Improvements, they believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
Stay warm this winter with a checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account, which offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and bank anytime, anywhere on your favorite device. Download the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union mobile app. Gives you 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
We are back here at PennWest Edinboro. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight, 4628. Want to say hello to everybody who's tuning in, listening tonight via the Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live. Somebody asked, well, we can't watch it. Well, we don't have video. There are rights fees for video in the, there are rights fees for radio, but also for video, and we don't for Game 1, but thanks to our friends at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, we will have the Grove City Harbor Creek video here. But, hey, I think our audio is just as good as video, Chris.
I agree.
But talking about good, this Cathedral Prep team, a really, really good basketball team because Farrell did a lot of great things in the first half.
How about that? I mean, Farrell basically shot lights out, and they were also able to deal pretty well with Cathedral Prep's pressure. I had them for 6 turnovers, which against this Prep defense, that's playing well. But it's just that offensively they are just such a machine. They come down. If you're able to get them into the half court offense, they're going to execute the offense, and get a good shot every time. And I mean, they have that made break, that secondary break. They're just kicking the ball down the floor, and all 4 players are running to a particular spot. It's something, obviously, they practice every day, and they're playing so fast, but everybody knows where everybody's supposed to be, and so you got to work so hard to get back on defense. You can't help but be impressed.
Farrell led in the first half. Malcolm Norman off the bench for 13, 4 threes for Norman. What a first half for him, and he's kept Farrell within striking distance.
He really has, right. If he doesn't go in and shoot the ball the way he has, Farrell could find themselves in a huge hole. I mean, he's come in and played well, and you could see Cathedral Prep has put a whole lot of emphasis on taking, limiting Jules Johnson, and he was just what the doctor ordered. Malcolm Norman was.
13 for Norman, 8 for Trey Cousin, 3 for Nemo Jones, Julius Phillips, and Jules Johnson each with 2 on the Cathedral Prep side. Amari Horton with 15, all in the second quarter. Nando Merarkey, he got the Ramblers off to a great start, 10 in the first quarter. He has 14 at the break. Michael Thompson with 8, 3 each for Joe Himes, Max Wallace, and Spencer Canny. 46-28 is our halftime score. We'll come back with scores from around the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7.
If you're planning on building, buying, or remodeling a home, you won't want to miss a Valley tradition. The 74th Annual Premier HBA Home and Garden Show, February 28th, March 1st, and 2nd, indoors at the spacious Canfield Fairgrounds Event Center. Presented by Banner Supply and WW Heating and Air, this show features the area's finest contractors, builders, remodelers, and landscapers, all ready to make your dreams a reality. Admission just $5. Children 12 and under get in free. Our show has free paved parking, sponsored by Window Depot of Youngstown, landscaping sponsored by Masonry Materials, plus 5 $100 gift cards for taking our survey, and free reusable bags to the first 500 visitors daily. Sponsored by Sky Roofing, February 28th, March 1st and 2nd, Friday noon to 8, Saturday 10 to 6, and Sunday 10 to 4. Find us on Facebook. Get details at myhbaworks.org. That's myhbaworks.org.
Quench your thirst with Herman's Water. Sign up now for our unparalleled water delivery service and enjoy free delivery straight to your doorstep. Whether you need water for your home or office, Herman's delivers premium quality water that's crisp, refreshing, and pure. Make the smart choice today. Experience convenience and hydration like never before. Visit our website at hermanswater.com/free delivery to get started and never worry about running out of water again.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgery, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
46-28, our halftime score. Cathedral Prep leading Farrell, along with Chris Burtch. I'm Ryan Briggs here at PennWest Edinboro. Art Shannon back in the studio. Chris, any updates for us?
Yeah, the Rocky Grove extending their lead to 26-15 at halftime. Sounds like the Blue Devils are hanging in there with their defense, but little work to do down 11.
That's in Class 2A?
That's a Class 2A. And then how about Oil City goes on a 9-4 run to close the half. It was 20-10 Sharon in that other 4A quarter. But Oil City, 9-4 run to get back in it. It is 24-19 Sharon up on Oil City at the half.
We will come back with the third quarter. Farrell will have the ball to start the third quarter. We will take a 1-minute break and come back with the second half. Steelers have some work to do, trailing 46-28 on your home for the District 10 playoffs, Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Restoration, may I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press?
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Chill Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
My car does more than take me from here to there, and I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York. An equal opportunity insurer.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Back here at PennWest Edinboro, Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you. Don't forget, after the game are the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. And then it's Game 2, Grove City and Harbor Creek later tonight. Chris, what are you looking for from Farrell in the third quarter?
Obviously, you know what they're going to have to protect their defense a little bit with their offense, and try to get in there and have some decently long possessions where they end up with a good shot at the end. And again, long rebounds and turnovers are the killer against this team. So if you're Farrell, I think that's certainly got to be a priority, is protecting the defense a little bit with the offense. And then, also obviously you got to find the shooters, find the drivers for Cathedral Prep, because they are everywhere.
If you're Farrell, obviously you're down 18 at the half. Try to maybe cut it in half by the quarter break.
Yes, that's a great plan, right? Yeah, just kind of work on, breaking it down into quadrants, right? I used to say that all the time. Like, so if we can win, the first 3 minutes by 4, and kind of work it down that way, and certainly having the ball here to start the half is helpful for Farrell.
Steelers go left to right in the second half. Navy jerseys, white numbers and letters, white outline in gold, white and gold trim. Cathedral Prep in the home whites, orange numbers and letters outlined in black, orange and black trim. Top of the key with it, Malcolm Norman starting the second half after scoring 13 points in the second quarter. Gets it back out to Jules Johnson. Johnson around a screen. Johnson into the lane up on the right hand and good. Jules Johnson, first field goal of the night.
Yeah, that helps. They're not back on D.
46-30. And now the first look at Cathedral Prep offensively in the second half. Merarkey on the right wing goes up top and now to the high post for Max Wallace. Wallace near wing for Amari Horton. 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound pulled in by Tennell. Kicks it out to Thompson. Right side 3, bounces around, falls off the rim, no. But Wallace there for the tip in.
Yeah, Wallace is just that kind of garbage man, 4-man, the old-fashioned 4 that just goes and gets loose balls, does all the little things.
Puts the power and power forward.
It sure does.
5 for Wallace, 48-30 Ramblers. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Baseline drive for Johnson, and he's fouled on the reverse layup, and Jules Johnson will go back to the line. That foul will go on Max Wallace, his second, team first.
You just don't see blocked shots like this in high school basketball very often. And, what that tells you is just how, athletic each one of these players is for Prep.
Johnson short on the first one. He's now 2 for 3 at the line tonight. Johnson, of course, had great football season, 1,693 rushing yards. Led Mercer County in scoring and rushing, 160 total points. But does not add to that point total as that free throw is long. However, a lane violation, or is it a foul?
No. Oh, yeah.
Or nope, it must be lane violation. Okay.
Oh, lane violation.
Vincent Falcone went over and signaled, but that was that was strange because you don't see him normally putting up the fingers for it. But
okay, but he was on number 11 and he held up those number 11.
But Johnson airballs the free throw. So after all that, he technically goes 0 for 2.
Yeah.
And it will be Cathedral Prep ball. It's a dead ball because the ball did not touch the rim.
Yeah, 0 for 2 with the second one happening twice.
Yes. Michael Thompson into the forecourt with it, left side for Tennell, and back to Thompson on the near wing. Around a Wallace screen, pick and roll to Wallace on the left of the lane. Runner no good, a rebound grabbed by Johnson for Farrell. The dribble hit a foot. Johnson gets it back, and now he'll bring it ahead. Johnson, the line to the lane all the way with the right hand. No. Rebound grabbed by Thompson. Here comes Prep back the other way, 4-on-2. Into the lane, Horton finds the streaking Michael Thompson, who puts it up and into the right hand. 10 for Thompson.
Yeah, great pass, great run. Absolutely fantastic finish.
50-30, 6:18 to go, third quarter. Cousin on the near wing will zip it out to Kane. Left side for Malcolm Norman. Norman along the baseline, jumper no good, and Michael Thompson, weak side board for Prep. Thompson over the timeline with it. Thompson bounce pass down low for Tennell, who was cutting along the baseline. They move it out to Merarkey. 25-footer doesn't go. Rebound snagged out underneath by Tennell. Puts it up, no good. Gets it back, and he's clobbered down low. And Cormac Tennell will shoot 2 at the 5:49 mark of the third quarter.
Yeah, Tennell.
Fouls on Johnson. That'll be his third.
Yeah, that's certainly not good news. But yeah,
I think they announced it as his fourth.
Oh, geez, wait a minute.
Well, I thought he had 3 in the first half, Chris.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. So they must have fixed it.
Well, here's the thing. The public address guy, he announces the foul, and then he has to ask how many. Can we not get the guy a roster and a pencil or a pen or a crayon?
Yeah. Yeah, Johnson, yeah, he did. That was 3 in the first half. So a frustrating evening for Jules Johnson.
Tennell misses the first one. Cormac Tennell, he was 10 of 10 at the line coming in. Now he's 11 of 12. First point of the night for the 6'5 junior. 51-30, 5:45 to go, third quarter. Nemo Jones left wing. We'll give it off to Kane, and now out to Malcolm Norman. Left side, Cousin underneath for Kane, swatted away by Merarkey. It's loose, and Nando Merarkey with it for Cathedral Prep. Fires it left side for Wofford, who's back in. Corner 3, Wofford rattles around and pops out no good, but a foul on the rebound. Cousin grabbed the rebound, but Tennell ended up on his back in the lane. The foul's going to go on Farrell. It's on Dejon Covington, who just checked in. Covington's first, team second.
Yeah, Covington coming in. I'm sure he was told, get in there and, stir things up, play a little physical. But it was late. It was late there on the box out.
Right side, Horton gets it to Thompson. 15-foot turnaround, no good. And there for the rebound is Nemo Jones. Jones works it ahead, deflected. Wofford got a hand on it, but ends up in Dorian Kane's hands, and Farrell keeps possession. Norman with it. Norman working on Amari Horton. Norman between the legs with the dribble. Stumbles, and a foul will be called. Horton is going to pick up the personal with 4:55 to go in the third. It's the second in the quarter on the team, and it's Horton's second in the game.
Yeah, I remember Horton got that early one, and we thought, oh boy, he might not be able to play Johnson the way he wants to, but yeah, he is not fouled until right now, again.
Baseline inbound, Kane flashing wide open, puts it up and in with the right hand. Dorian Kane on the set play, and Prep lost track of him.
Yeah, really nice pass there by Nemo Jones.
Down court, Tennell left of the lane, pulls up on the block, fadeaway jumper good for Cormac Tennell. First field goal of the night for Cormac Tennell.
Yeah. Just so many big, post players this Prep team has.
4:30 to go in the third. It's 53-32 Ramblers. Kane out to Cousin. Trey Cousin, 3 up, long, no good. Rebound grabbed by Merarkey out at the foul line. Merarkey into the front court. Merarkey right of the lane, high off the glass, good in a foul. Nando Merarkey goes coast to coast. He has 16. He'll try to make it 17.
Yeah. He's got just an ankle-breaking inside-out move. It's his killer move. That's what I call it. The move you make when you want to get to the rim. He has that little, it's like a fake crossover inside-out move. So good at it. Did it that time. Made a tough shot and got fouled.
And he completes the three-point play. 56-32. 4:12 to go third quarter. Don't forget Grove City Harbor Creek later tonight here on Sports Radio 96.7. Move it up top for Cousin between the circles. Trey Cousin spins, gets cut off by Wofford. Cross court deflected up into the air by Thompson. Kane with it, pulls up right of the lane. Jumper for Kane long. And rebound collected by Merarkey. Outlet down court to Horton. One-on-one with Cousin. Now we leave it for the trailer. Thompson inside. Tennell missed the layup, but he's fouled. Tic-tac-toe in that passing.
How about that? Yeah, and that's, you can see. I mean, you could see that. That's like well-schooled, right? I mean, they get the ball. Somebody's in that right sideline, right? Somebody's in the middle, and then you have a post player following, and it could be different people each time based on they make the read. And that's a great made break.
First free throw up and in for Tennell. He's 2 for 3 at the line tonight, 4 points. And it's 57-32 with 3:49 to go in the third. Winner of this one gets Grove City or Harbor Creek. Losing teams will also play in the consolation bracket, as 5 teams will advance out of District 10 into state playoff play because there are so many 4A teams in this 2-year cycle. Tennell 2 for 2, 58-32. Johnson right of the lane, throws it away. Wofford with it. Wofford down court. Thompson into the lane, and he'll lay it up and in. Michael Thompson with 12. 60-32. Timeout, Farrell. Steelers take time. It is a full timeout with 3:32 to go. Cathedral Prep in command. We'll come back with more from McComb Fieldhouse after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Warm this winter with a checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account, which offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and bank anytime, anywhere on your favorite device. Download the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union mobile app, which offers you 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Farrell ball coming out of the timeout. 3:32 to go in the third. Steelers are on the short end here against Erie Cathedral Prep, based out of Erie. Calling them Erie Cathedral Prep is that's not popular vernacular.
It's redundant.
Yeah. Well, that too.
Yeah, whoever they are, they're good.
Yes, they are. That's a very, very good basketball team out there in the white and orange tonight. And back into the 1-2-2 are the Ramblers of second-year head coach Jeremy Lynch. Both of these head coaches are coaching at their respective alma maters.
Yep.
Malcolm Norman pulls up left side, 15-footer, no good. Ball batted around on the near side and pulled in by Jules Johnson. Johnson harassed by Horton up top in the 3-2, or the 1-2-2, whatever you want to call it. Norman left side three, good. Malcolm Norman was 16, his fifth three of the night.
Yeah, he's just been absolutely fantastic, keeping them in the game.
Left corner, Horton with it. Horton into the lane, lost it, was knocked out of there by Johnson, grabbed by Bryson Chambers. Chambers to Norman. They work it down low, intercepted, intended for Kane, and Thompson the steal. Thompson has it knocked away by Kane, but Kane committed the foul, and we'll have free throws with 2:30 to go in the third.
Yeah, just kind of pushing the ball down the floor. Committed the foul right in the middle of the floor, and Michael Thompson back to the line. He's
and the foul's on Kane, his fourth.
Yeah.
They can't let the subs in yet. It has to be between the free throws. So,
right.
I mean, the players have to come in. Ron Leeds is adjudicating it properly.
Yeah.
And you can say, why? Well, that's the rule.
That's the right.
You can't be beckoned in.
Yeah.
The guy down there at the table is just banging the horn willy-nilly.
They changed that because it was really chaotic before, right?
Yes.
Just guys flying in and out. Nobody could keep track. So, this makes it easier for scorekeepers. It makes it easier for referees. It makes it easier for coaches.
Thompson, first free throw is good.
Right. Like back in the old days, right? Like when I played, they get grabbed by the shirt. Get in there for him. Who? Him. Okay. And you're already running onto the floor.
Thompson hits the first one at 61-35, 62-35. Michael Thompson, 4 for 4 at the line tonight. He has 14 points. The 6'5" junior.
Yeah.
Thompson's his 15th double-digit outing of the season.
Imagine college coaches looking at him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Malcolm Norman between the circles with it. Norman, guarded by Merarkey. We'll give it back off to Jules Johnson. A lot of college football coaches are looking at Jules Johnson.
Yeah.
He goes left of the lane, ball knocked away by Wofford out of bounds on the baseline, and it stays Farrell ball. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Johnson will inbound. Johnson looking to get it in. Prep goes man. Lob out to Norman on the left side. Norman around a screen from Chambers. The ball knocked away. The steal coming out of there with it is Himes. Himes into the lane, pulls up, and ball ripped away by Nemo Jones. Outlet down court behind the defense. Chambers missed the layup, gets the rebound, pivots, and then just yanked out of there by Michael Thompson for Cathedral Prep. Back the other way, into the lane. Himes spins, stripped, loose, popped through his legs, grabbed by Johnson. Johnson down court, back the other way. Johnson will go all the way up on the right hand. Glass rim good for Johnson. Jules Johnson was 6.
Yeah, Johnson playing so hard.
Wofford on the right wing with it. Bounce pass for the cutter. Thompson went up for the stuff. He was fouled, got it to drop through, and he'll go for a three-point play.
Thompson thinks dunk every time he catches the ball. Every time I'm going to dunk it. And then occasionally he'll get knocked off the line or something and opt for the layup or the jumper. But he's thinking dunk every time he catches it. That's how I was too, Briggsy.
No doubt. In the old rock box. Fouls on Boatwright, his second. And a timeout taken by Cathedral Prep with 1:20 to go in the third quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll come back with more from PennWest Edinboro on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
May I help you?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press?
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Michael Thompson getting ready to attempt a free throw. Looking to complete a three-point play. He has 8 points in the quarter, 16 for the game, and the free throw is successful for Thompson, 5 for 5 at the line tonight, and it is 65-37 Cathedral Prep. With 1:15 to go, third quarter, Nemo Jones back out there with the 4 fouls, finds Covington on the near right wing. Give it off to Jules Johnson. Johnson guarded by Wofford around a Covington screen, and it's an illegal screen on Covington. A pretty obvious call out in the middle of the floor. Wofford a little bit shaken up.
Yeah.
Covington called for his second.
Yeah, I don't think Wofford got hurt on the contact. I think his leg buckled a little bit. It's either a hip or a knee. Hope he's all right. Yeah, he's all right.
And it will be Cathedral Prep ball on the near side with Thompson to send it in. 1 minute to go, third quarter, 65-37, Cathedral Prep on top. First of 2 tonight here at Edinboro. Grove City and Harbor Creek coming up at 7:30 or thereabouts. Tennell right side, working on Covington. Tennell zips it back out for Michael Thompson. And the clock never ran.
Sheesh.
From Myron Lowe just standing against the scorer's table looking down there and thinking, it's been a long enough night.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
And 53 seconds to go. That seems.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's about right.
Yep.
Thompson will inbound. Thompson into the right corner for Tennell. Gives the ball fake. Now shoots the 3. It is long. Weak side rebound. Boatwright flies in and grabs it for Farrell. Now Boatwright and Himes mixing it up in the backcourt. Couple pretty good linebackers there.
Yeah.
Boatwright leading tackler for the Steelers last fall. And a foul will be called on Himes as he knocks the ball handler Johnson to the floor. Himes first, team third. 37 seconds to go, third quarter. Johnson to inbound. The pass is off the backside of Tennell. We have a jump ball as a couple of guys are tied up. Wofford and Covington tangled up. The arrow belongs to Cathedral Prep with 35 seconds to go, third quarter. (65-37) Cathedral Prep on top, late third quarter. Ramblers 14-8. They've won 5 in a row. Farrell comes in on a 5-game win streak, but that is in serious peril at this moment. Toss it back up top now for Wofford. Wofford working on Nemo Jones. Go right side for Himes. And back out to Wofford. And Wofford is fouled, and it's on Jones. I think that's number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Earlier they announced it was his 4th.
Wow.
So we apologize, but we are across from the scores table up top. They do not post the fouls on the scoreboard here. And the sound system here is barely audible when they're announcing it. So Jones is still in there, obviously. The foul puts Wofford on the line to shoot 2. Wofford makes the first, 66-37, which is very frustrating.
Yeah.
They don't have the panel up there for fouls and players. It's not there for decoration.
I mean, this is obviously a big-time facility. I mean, you got all that stuff available to you here. Use it.
And now the officials are getting together. If the officials have sent the players to the respective benches. Although Malcolm Norman and Vincent Falcone sharing a word.
Wonder what that was about.
Okay, and a technical foul has been called on somebody. I think it's going to be on Boatwright. So Boatwright picks up a technical with 14 seconds to go in the third. So now they finish the common fouls, then shoot the technicals.
Okay.
Free throw good for Wofford. And now the technical free throws will be shot by Spencer Canny.
So the technical foul was for like talking, for a player talking to the official. It wasn't for okay.
It happened during the free throw.
Okay.
So Canny now shooting the technicals.
Yeah,
First one is good for Canny.
We usually have a pretty good eye for that. We didn't see anything there.
Yeah, I didn't see anything either.
Yeah.
And the second one also good for Canny. And that makes it 69-37. And will be Cathedral Prep ball at midcourt. So the Ramblers go 4 for 4 at the line, and then we'll have the ball with 14 seconds to go in the third. You know, one of the more unusual things you'll see.
Right. These officials have kind of let a lot of that stuff go. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
they certainly have not.
Yeah.
They've been. They've let them play.
Yep.
Wofford left side. Wofford cross court. And they reverse it on the right side. 3 from Horton on the way. Short rebound grab by Canny. Foul line jumper good. And that is an exclamation point on a dominant third quarter for Cathedral Prep. The Ramblers are 8 minutes away from the semifinals. We'll go to the fourth quarter leading Farrell 71-37. Chris and I will come back with the final 8 minutes after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Does more than take me from here to there. And I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York. An equal opportunity insurer.
Craving a taste of the extraordinary? Discover Vay's Pub and Grill, where flavor meets fun in Hermitage. From our signature steaks to our mouth-watering burgers, every dish is crafted with care. Unwind with a drink from our extensive selection in a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere. Whether it's a night out with friends or a family gathering, Vay's is your go-to destination for unforgettable dining experiences. Check us out today at vayspubandgrill.com and taste the difference.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
We are back here at PennWest Edinboro. Cathedral Prep leading Farrell 71-37 as the fourth quarter gets underway. The game over on 790 WPIC. Sharon has opened up a 45-29 lead on Oil City after 3. 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Rocky Grove leading Sharpsville in 2A 54-39. Jumper by Jules Johnson, left of the lane, no good, but Farrell keeps possession, the offensive rebound. Johnson left side working on Ben Scheffner, who's out there for Cathedral Prep. Johnson underneath, and offensive foul will be called as Joe Himes took the charge. It will go to Cathedral Prep with 7.5 minutes to go. And the foul is on Johnson, so that's his 5th. He fouls out with 7:30 to go. So tough night for Johnson, who's had a lot of good nights this winter, certainly.
Yeah, especially late this winter, but yeah.
And remember, these 4A quarterfinals, as the ball thrown away inside, Chambers with a steal picked off Himes' pass. This is not the end of the line for the teams that lose tonight in 4A. They'll have a chance to play their way into the state tournament in the 5th place bracket next week. Norman left side with it. Norman 16 points.
Wow.
3 good for Malcolm Norman.
He's unconscious? I mean, I haven't said that about any player yet this year. That's unbelievable.
Norman with 19, 6 threes. Norman is season high 20 against Slippery Rock. Canny right side 3, no good. Rebound Himes finds Horton at the foul line. His jumper, no, but a foul. The one thing I noticed at times, Prep, especially on the perimeter, they're not afraid to try and maybe embellish and get that call.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, good way to describe it. Yeah, they.
Which at times there's contact. Maybe they're selling it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not like a total flop. Right, it's just selling the continuation of the play.
Horton line to the left. First one is good. And by the same token, Farrell's been very aggressive.
Right. Yeah, they are. They're taking the expression "running them off the line" kind of literally.
Horton hit the first free throw. Second one, no good. Ball batted around and grabbed by Malcolm Norman for Farrell. 6 minutes, 26 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Farrell moving left to right in the Navy jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in gold, white and gold trim. Norman, top of the key, three. That one doesn't go. Rebound batted around. It goes out of bounds off of Cathedral Prep. Farrell keeps possession. Prep in the white jerseys, orange numbers and letters outlined in black, orange, and black trim. Marco Pfister, 5'9" sophomore, in for the first time tonight for the Ramblers. And a foul away from the ball, a push. It's going to go on Boatwright. Boatwright's fourth, team second.
Yeah. And again, Farrell is just, they're just at times, they're just a little bit late. And then they try to get in position, and they try to move a body to get in position.
Near wing with it is Canny, and another foul. This one goes on Chambers. Bryson Chambers first. Team third. With 5.5 minutes to go. 72-40 Cathedral Prep with the lead. Baseline inbound coming from Pfister. He'll toss it back out to DeMario Smith, 6'1" freshman. Smith right of the lane, and he is fouled by Nemo Jones. You look at Smith, you think if you're a freshman at Cathedral Prep on the varsity, you have a high ceiling.
Right. Yeah, again, not to continue to say that, this kind of thing, but again, he's another one of these guys that if he's struggling to get minutes at Prep, if you put him on a lot of teams, he would be like the second or third best player.
Fouls on Nemo Jones, his fourth, team fifth, and DeMario Smith just into the ball game shooting 2. First one off the mark, no good. Max Centillion, 5'10" freshman, in for the Ramblers for the first time tonight. Canny out.
Yeah, imagine their JVs were pretty good.
Yeah. And they have the second free throw on the way. It is good also. And Prep has a full 9th grade roster. And it's like 17, 18 boys deep at least.
Right.
Plus the guys they have elevated on the JV. So no shortage of numbers for the Ramblers. Norman right side three. It is blocked by Scheffner. Ben Scheffner with it down court. Scheffner, the senior, puts it up and in a foul. Ben Scheffner, the senior, with a three-point opportunity with 4:44 to go. The foul will go on Norman, his second. Ben Scheffner got the steal, running the floor, the 6'3" senior.
Yeah. Yeah, just good block, and then ran the floor and finished. The Cathedral Prep bench wanted a intentional, and I don't think it wasn't intentional, but it was close. Oh, maybe it was.
I think they are going to get it because Norman got him up high.
So
he didn't make a play on the ball.
So you're going to get an intentional foul that's an and one.
Yes, it's an intentional and.
Yeah,
he never made a play on the ball. He just kind of got him up high.
Right.
So it may be an intentional one free throw. The lane is cleared. The lefty Schaffner can't get it to go, but it will be Cathedral Prep ball on the baseline after the play. Ramblers go a little deeper into the bench as Carson Beal, 6-foot freshman, in for the first time tonight.
I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen that. I'm sure that I have. But an intentional foul on a layup, and the guy makes the shot.
And gets one free throw with the lane clear. That's something you never see, the one shot with the lane clear in high school ball. Left side, Pfister, 3, no good. Rebound Covington with it for Farrell. You see it, of course, in the NBA on a technical, or in college with a Class B technical, like for hanging on the rim or a scorebook error, you get one free throw. But, that's a rarity.
Yeah.
Norman, runner on the left baseline. No, but he's fouled. Scheffner might have gotten a little bit of, maybe not a pound of flesh there, but at least a few ounces on that hard foul. And
they've been yapping at each other ever since that that call, that intentional foul call.
Norman kind of still giving him the eye. Malcolm Norman will shoot 2. What a night for Malcolm Norman,
really.
certainly. 19, including 6 threes. Line to the right, first one for Norman is up, and it is good. So he matches his career high with 20.
You know, hey, there's different kinds of 20-point games. You score 20 against Cathedral Prep, you can play.
And he's done it without, without taking a ton of shots. It's not as if he's jacked up 24 shots tonight.
No. He has not left his role at all.
Scoring within the framework of the offense.
Yep.
Second one good for Norman. 21 for Norman, a season high. 75-42 Prep. 4 minutes to go in this one. After the game, on the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the game. And then we'll get you ready for Game 2. Grove City and Harbor Creek. Into the lane, shot put up by Santillan, no good. Covington the block. Rebound grabbed by Boatwright. Down court. Jones puts it up, and it's blocked out of bounds by Pfister. And it stays Farrell ball. And now a technical on somebody. And let's see who's it on. Some Prep guys are walking to the other end. We'll see who the technical's on.
Yeah,
it's going to be on. It's on Chambers.
Okay.
So Bryson Chambers picks up the technical. It's also his second personal.
They're trying to keep the referees are obviously tightening it up as far as the jawing is going. Not so much at them, but at each other, the players, and. You can see, I mean, obviously, 33-point game with 3:25 to go. I don't want to lose control of this one.
So free throws for Marco Pfister, line to the left. The first of the 2 technical free throws is good. And it's 75-42. And the thing, too, Farrell's going to play Tuesday night.
Right.
You don't want to lose somebody for, for disciplinary reason.
Yeah, right.
Because if you get another technical or you get tossed or whatever, you're out for the next one for sure. Then maybe you get a bonus one after that, depending on what the deal is. But I think, and I'm sure both teams at this point just want to get through the final 3:25. Inbound from Pfister at midcourt, throws it into the backcourt, and Santillan will track it down for the Ramblers. Guarded by Nemo Jones. Santillan to the top of the key. Bounce pass down left for the back cutter. Scheffner puts it up and in with the left hand. Scheffner off the bench for 4.
Yeah.
79-42, 3:07 to go. 3 put up and good.
Malcolm Norman.
Malcolm Norman again. Malcolm Norman having a night of nights.
Yeah.
And you think, going forward for Farrell in the next round and rounds perhaps, all of a sudden Norman becomes somebody that everybody's going to have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
And Norman making a defensive play there, ball knocked out of bounds, and it will go back to Farrell with 2:45 to go. As we go a little deeper into the respective benches, Cathedral Prep will send Brady Sambucino in, 5'10 sophomore. And we have another young man whose jersey looks a little bit too big for him out there. That's Elijah Roberson, a 5'9 sophomore. Farrell also with some substitutes in. We see Zayden Thomason, 6'1 freshman. Aaron Pegeeson for the first time. Angel Perna out there for Farrell also with 2:13 to go, along with Corey Wilder. Wilder gets it up top for Perna. Perna is fouled with 2:05 to go. Just the second foul of the quarter on Prep.
Yep.
And this one will go on Santillan, his first. Farrell to inbound on the baseline as we turn under 2 minutes to go in this one. Far corner, 3 on the way from Perna, no good. Rebound near side, Zayden Thomas, the big freshman, comes out of the pack with it. Gets back up top to Perna. Near wing for Jylen Pettiford. Down to a minute 28 to go, and Steelers will pull it back out. Perna running the offense. Between the circles now for Wilder. Wilder up top. Guarded by Pfister. Pulls up. 3 on the way from Wilder. Off the mark, doesn't go. And the rebound collected by Sambucino. That's Beal for Prep, Outlet down court. Pfister, turnaround jumper on the baseline, no good. The tip up and in, however, for Carson Beal. Nobody boxed him out.
Yeah, just running the floor. Carson Beal able to tip it in.
81-45, under a minute to go in this one. Cathedral Prep will advance to take on the winner of our next game, Grove City or Harbor Creek. Left side three put up. It is blocked. Shot put up by Pettiford, and the rebound grabbed by Cathedral Prep. Santillan into the forecourt with it. Around Perna. Up with the left hand, no good, but a foul with 31 seconds to go.
Yeah, that might be it. They continue to let the clock roll, so.
And now they stop it for the free throws. And Santillan will shoot two. Tough night for Farrell, but hey, Steelers, they've been playing well in the second half. They're going to be a tough out in that consolation bracket.
They sure are. Yeah, I mean, this is a different stratosphere, this Cathedral Prep team. I mean, that's, I don't want to continue to kind of beat that drum, but man.
Santillan goes 2 for 2 at the line. Down to 18 seconds to go. 83-45 Cathedral Prep. Pettiford with it. Pettiford crosses over on Beal. Lost it, got it back, goes left side to Perna. 9 seconds left. Perna across the lane, back out to Pettiford. 6 seconds. Pettiford, a long three. It's no good. Rebound grab by Thomas. Puts it up and in to beat the buzzer. So Zayden Thomas gets into the score column in a District 10 playoff game. But the Cathedral Prep Ramblers get the win tonight, 83-47. Chris and I will be back with a postgame after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Water. Sign up now for our unparalleled water delivery service and enjoy free delivery straight to your doorstep. Whether you need water for your home or office, Herman's delivers premium quality water that's crisp, refreshing, and pure. Make the smart choice today. Experience convenience and hydration like never before. Visit our website at hermanswater.com/free delivery to get started and never worry about running out of water again.
Stay warm this winter with a checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account, which offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and bank anytime, anywhere on your favorite device. Download the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union mobile app, which offers you 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Imagine a bathroom that's not just a room, but a sanctuary. At Warner's Homes and Improvements, they believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
We will have the Player of the Game as well as our lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game coming up here in our postgame. 83-47, the final. Cathedral Prep defeats Farrell. Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch with you tonight. Chris, obviously we knew Cathedral Prep a very strong team, and I would say maybe even better than advertised.
Yeah, they are. It's hard not to talk about, what they do well, without using superlatives. But, they were, they just don't have any weaknesses. The 7 or 8 kids that, all get the playing time for the varsity, they can all run the floor. They can all catch, finish. They can all shoot. They can all defend. It's going to take some kind of monumental effort from any of these 4A teams in this tournament to get them, because here's the thing, you and I said it several times during the game. Farrell shot lights out. I mean, Malcolm Norman had the game of the year, and it wasn't enough to keep the final score close. It was enough to keep the score close for a while, but that's you just can't help but be impressed.
83-47 your final. Time now for the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game, brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. And tonight, a pretty easy call. Malcolm Norman of Farrell off the bench, 24 points tonight, career high, 7 threes.
Yeah, he was great. And again, you and I kind of tag teamed on it. I said he never left his role. You said he never really left the structure of the offense. And, I mean, that was it. So he was just outstanding from the time he got into the game until the end of the game. And yeah, he just he did not he just didn't miss. And again, like you said, certainly that bodes well for the rest of the tournament here for him and for the Farrell Steelers.
Tonight's Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game is Malcolm Norman of Farrell. He'll now be entered into the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the year competition. At the end of the season, we will recognize one of our subs of the year, or subs of the game, as the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the year. So congratulations to Farrell's Malcolm Norman. He is the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game. And now for the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game Award, brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. There's that name again. Malcolm Norman, the sweep tonight. Boy, he was terrific tonight, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had that sweep this year. We've certainly had a few of those over the years, but yeah, it's rare to see that happen. But
I had the one Greenville girls, Kinley Carilla.
Okay.
But first on the boys' side.
That's right. Yeah, first on the boys' side. First for me. But yeah, he was great. And again, I don't want to overstate this, but you score 24 in a high school game, you're a good player. You score 24 against Cathedral Prep, you're a really good player. And that was certainly the case tonight for Malcolm Norman.
Malcolm Norman is the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. Like all of our players of the game, he will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of 2J's Into B Screen Printing and Gifts, located on East State Street in Hermitage. So congratulations to Malcolm Norman of Farrell. He is the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. And both of our awards, as always, are powered by Landmark Information Services. We'll take a quick break, come back with a scoring recap, and then change things over for Game 2, Harbor Creek and Grove City, here on Sports Radio 96.7.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
And we are back. Okay, well, there we are. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch here. That was operator error on this end. Quickly, the scoring recap on the Farrell side. Malcolm Norman led the way with 24. Trey Cousin with 8, all in the first half of 2 and 2 threes. 3 for Nemo Jones on a three-pointer. Jules Johnson, 2 field goals, 2 for 4. He had 6. 2 each for Julius Phillips, Dorian Kane, Zayden Thomas, and Dejon Covington, Aaron Pigis, Mario Boatwright, Bryson Chambers, Corey Wilder, Angel Perna, and Jalen Pettiford all played, did not score. Farrell, 6 twos, 10 threes, 5 of 8 at the line, 47 points. For Cathedral Prep, Ramblers put 3 men in double figures. Michael Thompson was 17, 6 field goals, 5 of 5 at the line for 17. Nando Merarkey was 17. Amari Horton, 16. And then the rest of the scoring as we quickly get ready to switch over. Spencer Canny off the bench for 7, 5 each for Cormac Tennell and Max Wallace. Ben Scheffner with 4, 3 for Joe Himes, 2 each for Marco Pfister, Sebastian Wofford, and Max Santillion. Carson Beal a basket for 2. 1 point for Demario Smith, and Elijah Roberson, Brady Sambucino did not score. Cathedral Prep 19-2, 7 threes, 24 of 34 at the line, 83 points. Ramblers led 17-10 after 1, 46-28 at the half, 71-37 after 3, your final 83-47. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will switch things over. We'll visit with Grove City head coach Chris Kwolek, and we'll get you set for Game 2. Farrell falls in the opener. Grove City takes on Harbor Creek in Game 2. We'll be back with that next from Edinboro's McComb Fieldhouse on Sports Radio 96.7.
Hello, Restoration, may I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep, or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Since 1925, the Shenango Valley has relied on one name for all their insurance needs, Mailer Insurance. Through generations of trust, Mailer Insurance protected families, homes, and businesses, providing security in uncertain times. From auto and home to life and business.